You obviously understand what goes into playing safety. So, you know, what stands out to you about the group of safeties on this team, about Devin, Deron, about Pat?
Really just like the leadership they have. I mean, Dev, Deron, and Pat, they know, I don't know how, they know all roles. Like, they know, what the backers are doing, they know what the safeties are doing, the corners are doing, they know who's supposed to be where. Like, just times I can ask them, like, on the field, like, hey, am I supposed to be on the field? And they'll be like, yeah, be on the field, do this, blah, blah, blah. So, just, yeah, you know, that leadership is huge because, I mean, they're the ones that can, if people are in panic, they're the ones that can, like, you know, settle the defense down, be like, okay, no, you do this, you do that, you know, we're going to be good. So, just, you know, just to have that, it's just great.
Is that particularly helpful in the red zone, like when the field starts to shorten up and they're just, I mean, even physically, they are closer to everybody because the field is more condensed and they can maybe sort of like direct traffic a little bit more easily?
Yeah, and you know, I mean, it's kind of hard to hear them. You know, kind of your midfielder way back there, but when they're like right there, you can hear the calls they're making. You know, whatever the play is, like some sort of switch, or you go here, go with the motion. We're gonna run this bracket over here. So just, you know, in the red zone it is a little bit better. I mean, you don't want to be there, but over there it's a little bit better because you can hear the communication clearly.
Sometimes if you watch on tape, it just seems like, I mean, they cover so much ground, and obviously a lot of that is physical, but part of that is that sort of encyclopedic knowledge, and they never lose a step because they're trying to figure out what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, even though they line everybody up, I mean, they still have their roles. So, like, I can always depend on Deron and Devin being in the backfield, some deep ball, you know, they're there. Like, we may have a safety over the top of the other half of the field, but they may throw deep in the other half and they're there. So it's like, you know, just to have, you know, even to have that, you know, so they can direct traffic and do their job like really well. I mean, that's just, you can't ask for more than that.
Eric, you mentioned in the red zone, you never want to be there, but when you are there, what's the group's confidence level like?
I mean, shoot, we always had that, you know, we got to start saying, like, we may bend, but we're not going to break. You know, even if you do get a touchdown in red zone, like, okay, you know, we're going to make you go 1 for 4. Like, you know, not going to be field goals to beat us. So just kind of when we get down there, I don't know, like, everyone's, like, awareness heightens up. And, I don't know, we just kind of try to roll with the momentum that we have in the red zone.
Even though that momentum is probably on the other side, more so, right? Because they just did some work to get there.
Yeah. Even in, you know, big play, penalties, they're driving. Somehow when we get, like, within that 20, you know, we all just kind of just heighten up and, like, you know, everybody's confidence moves up. Okay, you know, we know we need to make this stop. You know, make them kick a field goal. Field goals aren't going to beat us. So somehow in the red zone, it just, no one really has to say anything too. We all kind of look at each other. You can tell by body language, like, you know, we're going to make this stop.
Does that sort of happen over the course of the season? You know, like that body language isn't so good earlier in the season, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it just happens with time. Just kind of, you know, starts to practice, you know, usually red zone day, we do, obviously we practice all our checks, but, you know, it just starts from there, having that confidence, like, okay, we know what to do, you know, in this situation. And so what happens in the game, you know, no one needs to say anything. We all know, you know, what needs to happen. So, you know, obviously, yeah, we were really bad in the beginning of the season, but, you know, through practice, we progressed.